Hello everyone, my name is Gus.
Hi, I'm Woody.
Today we have an interesting video because we typically don't cover like diving techniques and how-tos or whatever, but this one apparently is so mind-blowing that they ask us to react.
Well, it's sort of appropriate that we're doing that. So before we get started on it, speaking of like dive techniques or information about diving, I don't normally do this, and I'll speak on your behalf. Either do you. We don't get paid to tout anything, but I only look at one dive magazine because of its quality, its objectiveness, the details that this magazine goes into. In-depth magazine.
Yeah.
If you are interested in learning about anything related to diving, and it's free, I want you to do this right now. Just trust me. Go to depth, M-A-G, indepthmag.com. It's published by Stratus Kaus.
Yeah.
And the quality of information in there about any dive-related topic, from recreational to very super technical, is excellent. Also, we have to talk about Michael Menduno. He started this magazine, and he passed away recently. And there's not a person, if you notice on the internet, that hasn't been making a comment that doesn't say the following words: "I loved Michael." Have you ever seen a negative comment about him?
No. But he's awesome.
He's
He was
awesome.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He's approachable, just like Stratus. But I would love their subscriptions to go through the roof because it really conveys great objective information about diving. indepthmag.com. We're not sponsors.
Yeah.
We're not paid, but
Yeah.
it's worth it because they have the right attitude about diving.
I tell you what I like about In-Depth magazine the most is that is one thing that you and I have in common with Dive Talk as well, is they seek out subject matter experts on whatever article they're writing. I love that. Stratus started this series about interviewing people for different topics. So like I remember one where he set out to find out if you could be a cave diver or a technical diver and not be affluent, not have a lot of money, because everybody has this idea that, well, that's like a rich person thing. And Stratus said, well, I want to see if there's people out there who are not rich and still get to cave dive and all this stuff. And he basically had several people in there who are doing this. Like some people live like on a mobile home. Like they're just like, I don't know if anyone in there was like minimum wage or whatever, but he found people rather than him just being like, well, no, it's not. Like he could have written this article and say, this is not a rich person's sport, and let me tell you why. He didn't do that. He was like, I'm going to go find people who are actually doing this and talk about them.
That's
and
really
feature
cool.
them. When he wanted to talk about a specific rebreather, he will go and find the owners of the company and ask them to talk about it. I love that about In-Depth, is that they search for subject matter experts and they want to hear from them rather than let me just give you my opinion.
And that's what I mean by objective.
I like that.
It's objective. It's just,
and we do that.
It's not like,
we did with the Stratus.
This is my opinion.
Right.
And my opinion is the only one.
Right.
They don't do that.
I love that. Like we did that with the Linnea Mills, for example, story. Instead of us telling you what we think about it, why don't we bring in Bob, and we bring in Linnea's mom as well, and let's just talk to the right people rather than us just telling you what we think. So anyway, they do that great. Again,
point.
Non-sponsored. I hope, like you said, their subscriptions, which are free, go through the roof. More people read them because we appreciate them. It's hard to find people that are knowledgeable and honest. So anyway, they're great. And
Agree.
another group of people that are doing great stuff is the Flow Stay Divers YouTube channel. We haven't reacted. Maybe we reacted to one of their videos in the past. I'm always impressed by their videos, but they really focus on teaching people technique. If you're not a diver, this may not be for you, but I think it's interesting, even if you're not a diver, to watch what you can achieve with enough practice and commitment. So that's the other thing. People are always, I feel like, looking for the shortcut to something. Like, what is the easiest way I can get to this? Whereas I feel the flow state divers are more like, let me give you some tools that will speed up the process, but you still have to put in the work. There's no shortcut for it. So let's give a look at how to back kick.
And you can lose these skills, I find, quickly.
The back kick represents a pivotal maneuver in scuba diving, enabling divers to move in a backward direction while maintaining optimal trim. Similar to the frog kick and the helicopter turn, the back kick has its origins in overhead diving, where it becomes indispensable in the tight confines of underwater spaces. In such challenging environments, a diver's only means of reversing their direction is either by pushing off surfaces or by employing the back kick, which is a far better option. Beyond its roots, the back kick serves as an essential tool for all scuba divers, enhancing their underwater positioning abilities in relation to their team. Lacking proficient backfinning skills confines a scuba diver to moving only forward underwater. Imagine the limitation of not being able to walk backward on land, which is undoubtedly a substantial disadvantage.
Wait, I gotta pause it. Okay. I remember when I finally got the muscle ability, if you will, the muscle memory to do the back kick. Like all of a sudden I'm going backwards.
It works.
Right? I kept trying, and I remember like, nope, I'm going forward, I'm going backward. I'm going forward, more forward than back. Something doesn't work, right? And for me, it was Brian that helped me with it. That's who taught it to me, because he was my cave instructor. He's like, it's just going to open up so much more for you. Like if there's a little bit of flow and you're going to tie a line, instead of you can't be doing this with your hands. You just boop, and you're just boop, right? It's like clicks. It just clicks, and then it becomes really easy.
And it works like a brake too. Like you're moving forward, and then you stop, do something, back. Yeah.
But it takes practice, because you see him staying in trim, and when he's doing his back kick, he's not going up, right? Because sometimes at the beginning when you're doing your back kick, but you're also going up. Like, or you come out of trim. It really takes practice. My point, and I've been saying this for a long time, is that, if you're going to do this kind of technical diving, like cave diving, you can't just get the skills by practicing, but you also have to do it regularly and can stay in practice. I haven't been cave diving lately, and I've been saying to myself, I would probably get with like Doug or Ed or Mehdi right now and say, I need a refresher. Like I feel rusty. My skills are probably not there again right now, and I just need to probably spend a day of just give me a little refresher. Let's go through. Let me lay a primary. Let me do some jumps. Let me practice my kicks with you. Let me do a bailout.
Yeah.
And get those skills back, because you can lose them, and these are life-saving in this environment. They can be life-saving. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a progression, like you mentioned, especially with the back kicking. I remember the first thing that I struggled with was when I finally got the back. First, you struggle with moving backwards. But once you get that, then it's this awkward place where you get the kick, but then when you kind of recoil your legs to do it again, you go forward. So you're doing this. It's like, I finally can go backwards, only to go forward. So you're like,
you have to kind of like, the way it was described to me by Brian is you get the back kick flow, but then to get reset, you're almost like cutting the water with your fins, rather than your fins being in this position, pushing you forward again. You're cutting back to get your legs straight again, and then you reset. But you have to practice.
You have to kick and then find a way to not go forward. It's
without going forward.
It's I'm sure he's going to go into the breakdown.
By the way, this guy's amazing.
Again, we haven't seen this video, so let's see.
Well, I can see already. Look at that.
Let's break down this technique into two distinct phases. The first phase is the setup.
Beautiful.
Before commencing the initial stroke, it's imperative to establish the right trim and maintain proper body tension. Failing to do so could result in unintended vertical movement instead of backward progress.
That's what we were talking about.
Once achieved, extend your legs while bringing your knees closer together, ensuring that your fin tips are directed downward and somewhat level to your kneecap. The second phase involves the stroke, where you kickstart the backward motion by drawing your ankles towards your buttocks without dropping your knees. Pay attention to the slight outward rotation of the ankles, which helps exposing a larger surface area of your fins. Thereby it grips more water and generate a more pronounced propulsion. When executed correctly, you'll feel slight pressure on the upper surface of your fins during the initial stroke. It's very important to reset your legs to the starting position as slowly as possible to avoid inadvertently counteracting your backward motion. Therefore, make sure to reset your legs at a speed that is at least half as slow as you initially started the stroke.
What a great point.
Ensure that both your ankles remain under tension, and your fin tips are directed downward during the initial half of the second phase, as this is the sole method for maintaining the correct fin position that achieves the intended results. Learning the back kick can be a source of frustration for many divers because it's not a skill that can be mastered quickly, and progress may seem slow initially.
Yeah.
It's essential to choose optimal practice conditions and avoid training in a surge or current. Starting in calm waters can make the learning process more rewarding and enjoyable. Additionally, it's important to recognize that learning this technique can be physically taxing, so it's advisable not to push yourself too hard.
I mean, how many cramps do you get trying to learn both frog kicks and back kicks? Because with the frog kicks, I remember getting like my calves, like getting cramps like often, like just like pushing it and like helping or whatever. But then with back kicks, I get a cramp like right here. What's this muscle like right here in front of your shin, like right next to the shin?
The calf?
The calf is behind.
Oh, I don't know.
But what's this one in front?
Well,
like it's a.
I don't have a PhD in that.
You don't?
You do probably, but you must have forgotten.
No, people think I have, but I don't.
But go ahead.
But you get cramps in other areas of your leg. Anyway, in the process of learning how to do the kicks, all your muscles will cramp.
Because you're stressed. You're stressed. You're not relaxed. But that is beautiful. Mm-hmm. So what you're watching right there, look at him. Look at the trim.
This is how you do it.
Like, look at that. Look at the tank. Look at his legs. Look how relaxed he is. Look how he resets his legs slowly. You know, this is practice, man.
Mastery.
This is a real skill.
It's mastery. And I think what he said is correct, which is it's frustrating because of the slow progress. You will not, I don't care who you are, you will not jump in the water and in a day master back
You're just
kicking.
like,
Can do it, impossible. You can stay there for 20 hours straight. This takes time. You do it and you do it and you do it. There's still, like, I see people doing some back kicks that I still don't know how to do. Like, I've seen Mike doing single leg back kicks, like a bicycle, where he's been like head in like this and then one leg at a time. Like, the only back kick I know how to do is 2 legs at a time, like the way he's doing it on the video. Mike does one. Like, he just does like alternate legs and he back kicks faster than I can back kick with 2 legs. I'm like, how do you do it? I ask him, I'm like, what do you think if I get your fins, I'll be able to do that?
Yeah, right.
He's just laughing. He's like, yeah, you think it's the fins. Yeah, there's people that are amazing at it, but it all comes from practice and doing it over and over and over until you figure it out.
Ensure you incorporate adequate recovery breaks, ideally after every 3 to 4 minutes of practice, and stop for the day altogether when you eventually become frustrated.
Good point.
Yeah, this guy's good. Plus, he has that voice, you know. You cannot not agree with that.
As previously mentioned, it is of utmost importance to maintain the correct head position when aiming to master this technique. One beneficial strategy involves utilizing a spool secured to a non-sensitive surface as a point of reference to assist in keeping yourself properly aligned.
Oh, great tip.
The purpose of this line is to provide you with a tangible guide, so refrain from distancing yourself too far. We suggest a maximum distance of 10 meters or less depending on the visibility. Ensure that you maintain the initial tie-off point at eye level and simply reel back to recommence the exercise after covering a few meters successfully. The importance of buoyancy and breathing in scuba diving cannot be overstated.
Yep.
Flawless buoyancy control and correct trim are absolutely vital, especially when you're performing the back kick maneuver. Even the tiniest imbalance can have a profound impact on the direction of your movement underwater.
That's an orca torch
If you
light.
find that your foundational skills are not yet at the required level, it is strongly advised to make these fundamental aspects your top priority before delving into the complexities of mastering the back kick technique.
Absolutely.
This will not just save you major frustration, but refining the basics will unlock more doors to a wide range of skills that will potentially make you a phenomenal diver.
Excellent. Excellent video.
Thanks for watching and hope you learned something.
right?
Consider subscribing to Flow State Divers to become part of the community of conscious divers and to get notified on our upcoming content.
I think that was outstanding.
Nailed it.
Like, really well explained. Tips I've never even heard before. And I got to tell you, the next time I practice it, I'm tying that reel off. I love that. Maybe
Yeah, because it helps you.
In Belize at our meetup, well, I'm gonna the meetup 2026. If you're watching this from like 20 years from now,
Right.
I think we've practiced this.
It helps you because if you see the line going down or up,
you're moving.
then it knows. As you kick back, if you start seeing that the line is kind
Yeah.
of dipping below you, is that your trim is not proper, and
Right.
then you can adjust. So it's
awesome.
really, really useful. So yeah, Flow State Divers, they make great stuff. I know. I mean, I don't know these guys. I don't know how they edit their videos and all of that, but I highly doubt is like some of those other YouTube channels that film 100 takes in order to pick the best two or whatever. Like these guys look so comfortable that I'm sure all this stuff was like one take. Like just do it, film it, do it. Okay, we did it. Like we've done this 1,000 times.
It's excellent.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. So thank you everyone for tuning in for this one. This reminds me of a video. I don't know if you remember reacting to this video.
I don't even remember
but it's
this morning, let alone that.
It's a trippy video where you're scratching your head and trying to figure out what is happening. It's like the bubbles are going down.
I remember.
And it looks like liquid it looks like mercury on the bottom. Like it's this trippy experience thing. And in case you haven't seen it, it's a cave diving video. I'm going to leave it right here. Go check it out. Super trippy, but mind blowing.
Bye, everybody.